Hey you, I am Vera and welcome back to my channel, Unveiling Naava. And today I am doing part 2 to my video, staple skincare tools and products. So yes, I am wearing the same outfits and makeup and face and all of that. And if you want to see the first part, which I talk about my tools, my staple tools that I use when it comes to my skincare regime, staples to keep my skin, you know, glowing, healthy and all of that, I will have that link down below. But this video is all about the products that have become staples as far as keeping my skin clear and healthy and glowy as much as possible. So if you want to know what products I have been using for the past 5 to 6 years, keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to go in order as if I would cleanse my face. This isn't a full of everything. These are just the main ones that I have to have. And they're like the bare minimum products that I use that just get the job done for me. So we're going to do cleansers and exfoliators and oils and what I use as a moisturizer and all of that. So it's not my full in-depth skincare. It's just my main, these are my main products that get the job done for me. So let's get into it. All right, so I do a double cleansing. I have oily combination skin that is acne prone, and yes, I use oil, a oil cleanser for my oily skin. And the science behind that is oil attracts oil, oil kind of removes or dissolves oil. So when I put that scientific method to use, I saw a big difference when it came to my skincare and the results that it bears when using oil as the main step cleanser. Now, before I use the particular oil cleanser I'm about to show you, I just started using regular unrefined oils. Particularly, I would use either coconut, grapeseed oil, or apricot oil. And they did the job just the same, and you get more bang for your buck when you do it that way instead of like purchasing specific oil cleansers by certain brands. You're going to pay a lot more and get a lot less. So you don't have to use an oil cleanser. You can just get a nice, I would say, unrefined oil that works best for your skin and use it as a oil cleanser before you go into your skincare with your traditional oil. But the product that I have been loving as an oil cleanser is the Rice Water Bright. I'm pretty sure you guys seen this all over Instagram and definitely YouTube. It is a Korean product. It is a light cleansing oil, and I've been using this now maybe for 3 years, so I got hip to this particular one a little late. I did try some other oil cleansers, and this is the one that I just find I like the most. So this is the one that I've been repurchasing and has just become the staple for me. So definitely when I have on makeup, I use this first with the reusable washable tool that I referred to in the first video of this, and I can make sure and know that the product will not be absorbed by the tool. It will all be applied directly to my face to break up and melt and loosen up all the makeup, the debris, the oil, the bacteria, whatever that's on my face. And yeah, so double cleansing, oil cleansing is a must now in my routine, even when I don't have on makeup, especially like in the spring or fall when it's sweaty outside and you're muggy and you know you got all this buildup and all of that. It's still just great to just break all of that up with the oil and get it all prepared before I go in with my traditional cleanser that I've been using. So oil cleanser, this one has been the staple. All right, for exfoliating, has been this particular one. It is Yes to Coconuts, and I discovered this one back in 2017. I had like this nasty reaction breakout, and my cleansers that I were using just wasn't helping. And I know that my skin does like coconut. I'm not one of those people who have a bad reaction to coconut and any derivative of those, and my skin also loves coffee. So I don't know what made me try to use this, but I did. I purchased it from Amazon, and I'm so glad I did. It changed the game for me. This is a nice stick 2-in-1 cleanser. Yes, it's a stick cleanser, so it's great for traveling, and it has enough of exfoliation going on that it helped clear up the situation that I had, but wasn't so abrasive that it made it worse. And then after you feel the exfoliation, it becomes a very, very creamy, luxury feeling kind of cleanser all over the face. And it is that because it is marketed for dry skin, but it works well for my combination oily sensitive skin. I just absolutely love it. It helped to clear up the situation, and after that I was sold. It has become a part of my staple in my cleansing routine. I typically use this in the morning just to get anything. If I was sweating overnight, sleeping on a pillow, whatever, I love this. I will forever purchase this as long as they don't change the formula and it's accessible. I will always get this. So this again is the Yes to Coconut Ultra Hydrating Energizing Coffee 2-in-1 Scrub and Cleanser Stick. That have you. And then last but not least, my go-to cleanser that has been now my go-to cleanser for about 5 years, and I don't use typically anything else. It's just, this is my main cleanser, and it doesn't matter what scent it is, but it is the Dr. Bronner's Hemp Rose Pure-Castile soap. So basically Dr. Bronner's Castile soap is my cleanser of choice. I typically use the rose, peppermint, lavender, and tea tree one. Either one of them works. It doesn't matter. I just love this as my main cleanser. Whenever I just want to wash my face, this is just what I use, and I love it. I can bet on it for it to do its job. I can even do like a spot treatment with this. I basically wash my face, and then if I see like a little pimple or something coming in, I take a dab of it and let it sit during the day overnight, and it really does help to dry up and prevent it from getting worse. And that was another thing I found out with this. I can kind of use it as a pimple slash mask treatment. Basically cleanse it a couple of times and then just leave a thin layer all over my face, my neck, and my chest, and then rinse it off either a few hours later or the next morning. And it does tend to dry up any pimples or any type of situation that seems to be forming beneath the skin, and I love it. So this is a staple. I will always purchase this as long as they don't change the formula and it stays accessible. I will always have this as my cleanser. So these are my 3 cleansers of choice. I sometimes use them all in a row, so I'll go on with this, go in with that, and then finish off with that. Yes, I do that especially when I have on a lot of makeup. I just know that they will take care of my skin and do what they are supposed to do. Okay, step 2 for me is a toner, but I don't really consider this toning, but maybe it is. And it is surprisingly peroxide, diluted peroxide, 3%, the kind that you buy at any grocery store, drugstore, or a first aid, health supply, whatever place. I actually start using peroxide because of the breakout situation that I talked about earlier, and it just helped to heal a lot of the wounds and issues that I had, the scarring that I had. And so I saw how that worked, and I was like, wow, maybe I can just start using peroxide diluted period as like a toner to help kill any bacteria or anything that's left from me cleansing. So that's what I do. I do all my cleansing steps first, and then afterwards I spray this. You can buy this. I got this from like the dollar store actually, and I just reuse the container over. I put in a little peroxide with some water, and that's it. But yes, after all my cleansing and everything, I just spray this all over my face, my neck, and my chest. I let it fully dry, and there I know it's killing anything that's left behind. And then I go in with my true love as far as toning, moisturizing, pre-moisturizing, and that is the Aloe Vera gel with the infiller by Lily of the Desert here. So for those who don't know, if you haven't heard already, aloe vera is that thing. It is the gem. It is a healer. It's an antibacterial, antifungal healing. Helps with blemishes. It helps with the pH balance. It helps promote growth, growth, cell renewal, turnover, all of those good things for your hair and for your skin. So I just wanted something simple, clean, and base. The more simple and basic and natural things are, typically my skin really responds to it well. Of course, you have to be consistent. Consistency is with everything for you to see true results. But I just use this after I spray my peroxide and it fully dries. I go in with my, again, reusable pad that I talked about in our first video, and I apply this all over my face and my neck and my chest, and it just really has helped to even out my skin tone, treat any scars or abrasions that I might have on my skin, help for skin cell turnover so that I have new glowing fresh skin, and it is slightly moisturizing as well. So I just really love this. Once you open it, you want to keep it refrigerated, and if you travel, I would say get the gel kind. I would show it probably in another video, but I really love this. This is my toner. This is that thing for me. So yeah. Okay, so the next product is for like my eyes, mainly, you know, like an eye cream, so to speak, and it is not what you would expect, and it is the Polymers Cocoa Butter Formula. Yes, let me see if this focusing. Is it focusing? Yes, it is Polymers Cocoa Butter Formula. It is this big huge jar, but I don't only use it as an eye cream. I use it all over my body, and especially to help heal scars. But I find that this helps my eye area. It has vitamin E in it. It's cocoa butter, you know, it helps with scarring, and I just use that to moisturize. I know a lot of like well-seasoned women that are a little older than me, quite older than me, they stand by, I think, Vaseline for like a moisturizer for their skin and their eyes and all of that. I can't use that. For some reason it didn't work. I tried it, it's not for me. But what did work and what does work for me is this. I can get 100% cocoa butter as well and apply it. I just add a little bit of vitamin E oil to it and one more oil to kind of thin it out a little bit, and I can apply it directly to my under eye, my whole eye area. I apply it all up under here, all over there, same here, and then on my lips and stuff like that. But this is what I use. This is a part of my skincare routine for my body. I'll talk about those staples later in another video, but this is a staple for my face, for my eye area, for my lips, and you know, anywhere else if it gets a little dry. I love using this. It's thin enough, it's light enough, and I see that it works for my skin. So who thunk it? I did. Okay, now to finish it up is mask. I definitely have to use skincare mask in my routine. It is a must, it is a must, it is a must to help kind of detox and purge and suck and all of that stuff for my skin. And the main two I've been using is the one that's so infamous all over the world, and that is the Health and Beauty Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. So I know you've seen this a ton. As you see, I have a huge container of it because I not only use it on my skin, I use it to detox my hair as a hair mask as well. It's just great. I mean, there's so many ways. You can do so many different versions of this. You can even make a mud wash for your hair. It's just so many different ways and uses for this. So it's a staple. It will always be in the staple. My mom actually introduced this to me back when I was like 12. She bought this long time ago and got away from it. Now we're back to it. So it's been around for a long time, not just because of YouTube. I knew about this long before, and it's now a permanent staple for me. And the last mask is a new mask that I've been using now for 3 years. When I had that breakout situation that I talked about previously back in 2017, I tried the Aztec clay and all of that. It didn't really help for some reason, which really bothered me because any other time my products typically work. And I had already been on a hunt for a mud Dead Sea mask because I heard so many great benefits of people who actually took mud from the sea and just had used different mud sea mask products. And I tried a few, none of them bear the results that I guess either I was looking for or even what I felt it said on the product. However, I finally came across one that blew my mind, and it was on Amazon, and I needed it the most, I guess, then because of the situation that I was having with my skin. And it is by Premium Nature Dead Sea Mud Mask, 100% natural. And this is it here. This is what it looks like. Now the container kind of changes from when I first bought the first 2 jars of it, so this is kind of what it looks like now. So they might have different packaging going on, but you guys, I had such a nasty breakout, and I just really was trying to just remove all the just the nastiness that was going on, and I took my chance with this, and I'm so glad I did. It literally sucked and pulled all the gunk and junk to the surface of my skin. Like, I woke up with real pimples, not just the blisters that I had oozing kind of, but I woke up with more pimples because it was literally pulling things out of my skin that was deep bled in other layers, embedded in other layers to the surface of my skin. So I had more than what I wanted when I woke up, but that just showed me that it was really pulling things and extracting things and drawing things out of my skin. So I love this. It helped to not only pull things out, but it also was helping healing it at the same time, which it does state. So it just says, our Dead Sea Mud Mask is extremely beneficial for your skin. It is 100% natural, mineral enriched, and will provide you with a spa pampering experience in your own home. It has anti-aging benefits that can help restore your skin's elasticity, firmness, and tone. Recurrent use of this product will help treat cellulite, make pores appear smaller, causing fine lines and wrinkles to disappear. So I just feel like it really thoroughly cleanses. It also says that it helps with circulation in the blood to help dramatically restore your skin's vitality and luminousness. Like I said, I saw a difference in my skin with it just bringing out all the junk that it needed to, and I did feel it healing. I did see less scarring. I'm pretty much smooth. Any other scarring that I have now, again, this was 3 years ago, is from like a recent pimple or something. So when I have a pimple, I use this. I definitely try to do this mud mask twice a week, especially around that time of the month when Flo is bringing her minions with her. I definitely want to use this, but I love this. I will forever purchase this. I hope they never run out of this, and more importantly, I hope they do not change the formula, because this is a mud mask that works for my body and works for my skin. So it has been a staple now for 3 years. Okay, so that is all. Those are my products. These are my staples. These are my constant repurchases. Like I said, I've been using these products at least a minimum of 2 years, up to 10 years. So I love, love, love these products. With consistent use, I've seen a result in my skin, and I just love them. So I will always have them around and need them in my skincare routine to help treat my skin externally. Again, this is external treatment, meaning externally treating any blemishes, pimples, blackheads, whiteheads, whatever is going on, hyperpigmentation, whatever is going on. These products in conjunction, using them routinely, has really helped to improve my skin texture, the feel, the glow, all of that you see going on. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to reintroduce to you some products maybe that you forgot about, show you some new products that you haven't heard for, and maybe you can check them out and do your due diligence. Please note that what works for me may not work for you. Everything is trial and error. I had to trial and error a lot of these products. I had to be maybe more consistent with them to see the benefits. You know, it wasn't that they didn't work, it's that maybe I just wasn't consistent with the products. So, you know, hopefully you can look these up, do your due diligence, try it, be consistent with it to see if things work. They're not going to just happen sometimes one time, though you can see a difference. You can see a true benefit of it if you are consistent with those products. So I will definitely try to have all of these linked down in the description box below for you if you decide you want to try them out and purchase them. Again, if you like these type of videos and want to see more, please let me know in the comments. If you tried these products, please let me know what you like about them. And if you know any new products, I wouldn't mind trying some new ones. Sometimes our skin gets used to certain products and their ingredients, and we have to kind of shock our skin and our body to get a reaction. So I'm definitely open to new products that I could probably bring into my regime, so let me know about those. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe so you can see more videos that I will talk about. Again, health, recipes, fitness, style, self-improvement, all of those good stuff. And make sure you hit that notification bell up top so that you know anytime I upload a new video. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Be blessed, stay safe, enjoy life. Namaskar. Bye.